What was your favorite Santino moment?
Santino moment? It's so random. When I stole Jerry Lawler's Subway sandwich, it was because it was unscripted. I just took a sandwich for real, and I actually ate the whole sandwich backstage. Like Jared from Subway was there, gave him a sandwich, and then I had a beef with him, so I came out and I punched him and threw a drink on him. I turned away, and I actually, for some reason, I just thought it's the most disrespectful thing to steal someone's lunch. You know what I mean? So I grabbed his lunch. I started eating it. By the time I got up the ramp, I looked down and I'd eaten like the whole sandwich. And you know what? There's actually I went for a walk here in Dublin earlier, and I saw a Subway. Maybe I'll go get a Subway sandwich now. I'm hungry.
That's awesome. Let me ask you this: any good advice Vince gave you throughout the years? Anything that stuck with you throughout your life?
It wouldn't have been advice, but I observed him a lot. You know, I just watched his incredible work ethic, and I'm a huge Vince fan. You know, just as being a dad and a businessman, obviously first and foremost. The discipline, it's incredible, man. His shoes were always shiny. His tie was never crooked. The first guy there, last guy to leave. Works out at midnight, you know, because that's when he can, and you know, he's not right on every single decision he's ever made. And I shouldn't say right, because it's not black or white. There's a continuum, right? Was it the absolute best decision? Sometimes probably not, but they're always good enough, and they're always just good business decisions. You know, I love Vince, man. Yeah, I don't think he probably doesn't know how much I'm a fan of his, but I am.
That's awesome. Why did your run come to an end? Was it your neck?
Yeah, so I had a bad neck. I heard it first in university in wrestling, and I, you know, I was on the national judo team for a while, and my neck was giving me problems there, and so I just was always trying to kind of protect it, hide it, you know, no more backflips and no more stuff like that. And I would get flare-ups where I couldn't move very well and very painful, and then the flare-ups were starting to get like closer and closer, like, you know, less time between them. And then one day, it was actually Jack Swagger. We were at a live event, and I took a nap in the back seat of the car like this. And then when I got up, I couldn't move my neck. I guess it just aggravated the nerve that much more in that position. And before the match, I was like, Doc, I have about a centimeter, you know, range to move my neck, and otherwise it was like excruciating pain. So I had already had MRIs, and I've seen a specialist, and he's like, you know, you don't need surgery right now, but it's coming. And fast forward a few years, I'm like, damn, it's time. You know, it was just a ridiculous pain. So I had a herniated disc in the past, or a bulging disc, or whatever it's called. But the disc was touching my spinal cord, and the disc had calcified and become a piece of bone. So I had a piece of bone touching my spinal cord. So anything was like, oh, like just an electric jolt right through. It was bad. And then we had to go out and take out that disc. I think they did a double. I took out 2 discs, and then they put in 2 pieces of shin bone, fused it together, and it just never got well enough where I could go and do this full time and bump and stuff like that. Like I had a match on Saturday here, and it was okay. Mind you, I didn't take any bumps actually, but you know, I can work around it.